Hi guys, my name is Axel. I am the Director of Education here at Thanksgiving Point, and today we're going to talk about musical instruments and how to make them at home. So music is made of beat and melody. Today we're going to be talking about instruments that create melody. There's two kinds of instruments that create melody. There's string instruments like this ukulele, and there's wind instruments like the flute, for example. So the important thing to know is that different vibrations are going to cause different sounds, and those differences are going to come from the size of the vibration and the size of the instrument that causes them. So a bigger string is going to give us a bigger vibration with a lower pitch, whereas a smaller string is going to give us a smaller vibration with a higher pitch. So we're going to be using the same principles for instruments that we're going to make at home. So for strings, we're going to be using rubber bands, and for the body of the instrument, we're going to be using anything. It can be a tin can, anything that we want. We're going to just put some strings around it and make it sound. So the reason why we need a body to this instrument is because if we just strum a rubber band, it doesn't make much sound. But if we wrap it around something that's hollow, it's starting to make different pitches. Different rubber bands are going to have different sounds because they vibrate differently. If we tighten them, we can even make that vibration yet different. So this one is already built, but we can show you how to make one using this can. So again, we're just using anything for the body. The reason why we want something that's hollow is so that the sound resonates and gets amplified, so it gets bigger and sounds louder. Remember, if we just strum the rubber band with nothing, it doesn't sound like much. But if we put it around this can, now we have sound. So we're going to put rubber bands of different thicknesses around our body and listen to how it sounds. Let's try to put as many different rubber bands as we can fit around the body that we've chosen. Remember, you can really use anything for this, and you can make a bigger guitar with more rubber bands. So depending on the thickness and how tight they are, they're going to sound different. So remember, the pitch depends on the thickness of a rubber band, but also how tight it is. If it's in the middle, it's going to be tighter than the ones on the side. But you can tune it by pulling them. You can possibly tape them down, and that's going to change the sound that it makes. So remember, this is all about experimenting. Try different containers, try different size rubber bands, different tensions, see how many different sounds you can create. We can also make a very simple wind instrument, also using common household items. So a wind instrument is any instrument where the vibration is caused by air moving through it. So just like our voice creates sound by air traveling across our vocal cords, we can create sound with other things like this shampoo bottle. So it's not going to vibrate quite the same way. What happens is that if we blow across the top, it's going to split the air with some of the air going across and some of the air going inside it, like so. Now if we fill this bottle with different levels of water, we're going to create a different sound because the air inside doesn't have to travel as far. So we can use this to create an instrument by using different amounts of water in different bottles. So here we have 3 notes. So by adjusting the water level in those bottles, we're going to create different pitches and different notes. So if we start with an empty bottle, remember, and we fill it with water a little bit, and fill it more. So remember, this is all about experimentation. You know the principles to create your own string or your own wind instrument. Now you can experiment with different containers, different rubber bands, different levels of water, and make different pitches. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it. You can subscribe to our channel. If you make some great instruments or if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. And of course, don't forget to share with your friends.